Hello YouTube. We're going to be talking today about the motorcycle tow hitch I bought on Amazon. The reason is this is not put together whatsoever. It has zero instructions and I haven't seen an assembly on YouTube or any other social media. So this particular device is the ECOTRIC new motorcycle receiver hitch hauler trailer tow dolly rack carrier. Once again sold on Amazon. I even went to their website as posted on the box here, www.eaglebikesusa.com. So we're going to go into a trial error on how to put this together. Alright, as we stated before, it only comes with a parts list, and after doing an inventory, I noticed that it never listed the washers that are attached to some of the parts. It did not list the other ratchet, and it didn't list the two other ratchets on here. So we're going to start to put this together. A couple of things that you are going to need is you're going to need a set of Allen wrenches. You're going to need at least a 10-inch adjustable wrench. If you have the socket, it's better to use the sockets, but this is what I have in front of me now. And I'm also going to use vice grips, which isn't advisable. I'm going to use that as well. And I'm going to use a lubricant on the all thread in order to make it easier when you're cranking the device. So as you can see, I already unboxed it. Now I'm going to separate the parts. Start putting this together. If you buy this on Amazon or eBay, you're going to notice that this does not look the way that it is fully disassembled. If you're lucky enough to get it assembled, perfect, but if not, you're going to see this in several parts. Okay, so here's going to be the hitch that's going to go onto your vehicle, and this right here we're going to have to start cranking up, and we're going to have to flip it around. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and start adding a little bit of this lubrication on here, all up and down the threads. This is going to prevent any of the metal shavings and any of the binding while you're cranking it. And as we twist it up, it'll just work its way in there and fill all this all thread. Now the idea of this, as advertised, is instead of having a ramp, the basket that holds the tire will lower all the way to the ground. Once you have it secured with these straps, you're going to lift it up using the crank, and instead of having a trailer, this will tow behind your vehicle. It's easier if you don't have space, if you're an apartment or live somewhere where you can't store a big trailer, or you don't have a registered trailer. So as we're working it up, we just have to clear this frame and keep going. We will do a second part to this when we're actually testing it out to see it will work. We are going to be taking a couple of trips, long distance trips. We're going to be taking a 4-hour trip one way, then we're going to come back another 4-hour, and in a couple days we're going to take another 6-hour trip. So we will post other videos based on how those trips actually go. Right now that I've cleared it, I'm going to go ahead and swing it around. again, the 2 washers on here were not listed on the parts list, but they are here and we will use them. One of the things I did notice is on these ratchets, they do not have a weight capacity on them, and even though they look thick, they feel kind of flimsy, so I don't know what the actual rating is. As advertised, this is supposed to be a carrier for 1,000 pounds. They do have carriers that take lower poundage for smaller or less weighted motorcycles or scooters, but I am riding a Road King, so I needed to get the 1,000 pound. I do have additional straps that I will use on top of these, just because these do not have a rating on them, and I want to make sure I use straps that I know what the rating is. Once again, it's not advisable to use a ratchet. To use a adjustable wrench. It's preferred to use a socket, but I am in transit, midpoint to where I'm going, and now I'm using this tow dolly. So what I will do is I will use the best of what I have at this point in time. Alright, as you can see, that's nice and secure. Now I'm going to assemble the locking pin. According to the instructions, it's actually considered a hitch pin, or the parts list. Alright. The next part we're going to assemble is the crank. Alright? And we will adjust it. And as this is hooked up to the back of the vehicle, as this is lowering to the point it is now, it's on the ground. As you twist the opposite way, it's going to bring that front end where the front tire is on that motorcycle all the way up. So what I plan on doing is putting some more of that lubrication on here, that grease, just to make sure that it is turning properly and all the threads get a good amount of lubrication. I got a general purpose grease that is water resistant too, since this will be traveling with us in the elements. Thank you for viewing this, and we will come up with an update when we actually tow away with this.